we're faced with these challenges, right? Like, it has been a battle just to be where you're at today. Count the cost of what it's going to take you to go to that next level.
Hi, my name's Devin. Today I own several multi-million-dollar companies. We started with $5,000 in a credit card. I don't know the easy way. I only know the hard way.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Whiteboard Entrepreneur Podcast, where I give straightforward advice to fuel the entrepreneur in all of us. I'm Devin Dickinson, and today I want to talk to you about going to that next level and what it's like, what it takes, the struggles, the frustration, the fears, the anxieties, and basically what people go through in their life. I was having a great conversation with my friend the other day, and he goes, have you ever heard that expression, new levels, new devils? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, I don't really like that expression. He goes, but someone explained it to me the other day really well. And he goes, it was like playing old school Nintendo Mario Brothers. And for those of you who played or remember, you'd be like, I don't know, little Luigi or whatever, and you'd be going, whatever, you'd be going across the screen and trying to get to the end of the castle. When you got to the end of the castle, you'd think, oh, the game's done. Well, no, the game's not done. You just won the first like 0.1 of level 1, right? So each level, like level 1 would have 10 levels, right? And then you'd have to go through all 10 levels, and each one was a challenge. Then you get to level 2. And when you got to level 2, all of a sudden, I don't know, the turtles started to fly. I don't know, right? But like where in the beginning, the turtles just kind of like crawled along, and level 2, now the turtles fly or something. But each time there were these new challenges, and he goes, I gotta be honest. He goes, I like never made it the whole way. He's like, after like about level 6, I was like so happy I made it that far. I got to level 6 and I'm like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to try to go to that next level because it's taken me so much work to get here. And I figured out like, 3 seconds and I jump, and then double jump, and then duck. And then, he's like, I figured out all the tricks. I figured out how to master 6.8, right? Level 6.8. I don't want to go to the next level. I'm totally satisfied being right here. And we were talking, we said that's so metaphorical for everyone's lives, right? So in business, especially entrepreneurs, we're faced with these challenges, right? Like, it has been a battle just to be where you're at today. Like, whether you made it through your first 2 years, whether you're just getting started, whether you've been doing this for 20 some years, everything is a battle. And you know this when you want to go to that next level in your career, in your business, and whatever it is, because it's not easy to conquer that next level and that next phase. And it takes energy, it takes enthusiasm, it takes money, it takes effort. It takes all of these different things to conquer that next level. And at some point, people will stop and say, I like this level. And here's, I think, what you're waiting for me to say. Never stop at that level. Never stop. Keep driving. I'm not the one here to say that, right? Because the old me, the old Devin would have said, never stop driving. It's never over until you're dead. The new Devin, after 52 years old, I'm going to tell you that you need to know yourself. You need to know who you are, right? Because I do think there are plenty of people, and I'm probably one of those people that can never stop. Like, I know that I can never stop, because if I reach level 6.8, I'm going to always be wondering, what does level 8.8 look like? What does level 9 look like, right? Like, and I'm always going to have this anxiety, and I will never be happy personally stopping going for that next challenge, right? Because that's who I am personally. But I know that there are a lot of people out there, and I mean this in a great way because I admire this. I know that there are a lot of people out there that absolutely love the level that they're at. They've mastered the level. They're very satisfied with the level. They're fulfilled with the level, and they're living a wonderful life, and they're being who God created them to be at that level, and they're satisfied. And what I'm telling you is, if that's you, good for you. That's amazing. That's great. But you have to understand that you have to be satisfied at that level, whether it's 6.8, whether it's 3.4, whatever level that you're at. If you're not willing to make that next sacrifice, that next jump, go through everything that it takes. Just like in Mario Brothers, you're going to have to lose your life 20 times before you make it to that next level. If you're not willing to do that in your life, then you need to be satisfied with where you're at, because otherwise you're going to have this constant, angst in your life, this constant dissatisfaction where you want level 5, but you're only willing to do the work of level 3.9. And if you're only willing to do the level of work at 3.9, then you need to be very satisfied and fulfilled at that level 3.9. If you know that you're only going to be satisfied hitting that level 5 or that level 6 or whatever, then you need to be prepared to make the sacrifice to do what it's going to take you to do to get to that level. And I think it's important that you reflect upon this and think about this and decide, it talks all the time, count the cost of what it's going to take you to go to that next level. And in your life, you need to make those conscious decisions. Not only you, but your family and those that are on this journey with you. You need to think and you need to analyze and you need to decide what it is, who you are, and what you were created to do. If you're one of those people that you know that you'll never be able to stop, that you have this kind of restless spirit that you always have to be climbing the next mountain, going after the next adventure, then great, live it, embrace that. And don't be the type of person that looks at other people and be like, wow, I wish I could just be satisfied. That's not who you were made to be. You need to be who you are, which is the person who has to always climb another mountain. For the people who are very satisfied and content with where they are, and they know that they're doing exactly what they should be doing, and they're fulfilled, and they don't, they're where they need to be, then great. But don't have envy towards people that are at level 6 or 7, right? Be content with where you are. So to me, this is about understanding and knowing yourself, knowing that every single level is going to be challenges. Every single level, man, you're going to get knocked down. You're going to have new challenges. Like I said, the expression, new levels, new devils. At each level, you're going to have these challenges that you don't know what you're in store for. Personally, right now, I'm at a point in my life where I'm facing this next level thing. What am I going to do? Am I willing to keep driving? Am I willing to keep pushing? What does that look like? Who do I seek advice from for people who've been at this level before? And then also I struggle personally with the idea of going, geez, wouldn't it be great to just be satisfied and coast and hit neutral and go, this is great. But I know that's not who I am, right? So I have this struggle going on inside of me. And I need to get through this, just like you all have to get through it. And you have to analyze the costs and what you're going to pay to go to that next level of your life. I'm Devin, and this is the Whiteboard Entrepreneur Podcast, and I hope this helps.